united. So sooner or later, if this negativity keep on rolling, actually it's a benefit that we find on
Why is
this
that shit so
negativity,
loud?
on these people to get united. I see this now. Don't be united, but it's at the same time, it's something that we can share each other. We can talk nice things, and we can share what everybody's have. You know, so I think that's working out all the way around. It'll take some time, but there's some people they be in the app for like 5 or 6 years, and they just go in and try to debunk somebody, and when they're done thinking they're gonna debunk somebody, they go on somebody else. But those people, they will never change. But at the same time, you can see who they attack. They're not attacking somebody, like a thief. Somebody put it like that today. It's like nobody's.
Okay.
Somebody put it like that today.
Diamond.
It's like nobody's going to
Diamond.
an empty house.
Hola,
They're
hermanita.
always looking for somebody who's shining.
What's Gucci?
Nah, I've been sleeping all day.
Good. You put in the rounds. You put in the work. You gotta rest sometime, you know? I was asleep too when you hit me up.
I was sleeping on African Kings Live, and then when I was asleep the whole time.
Oh yeah, I think I saw you on there. They were talking about I Show Speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you.
Asleep.
I know. I was like, is she there? Like, you just put in overtime. You know, hopefully all this hard work, all this social justice work pays off, you know.
Foundational broke ass people. I really hope they die down very soon. I think they are, because if you go to some of their lives, it just look shallow, empty. Nobody was there. And then people like Halo, now they grifting around, because I saw Halo get into an argument on one of their panels, and she was like explaining herself and showing stuff and like explaining herself and stuff, and she floating around on other panels now, reacting her big mouth. I hate when she gets on the panel. She don't even let people speak. Like, shut up. Big, loud mouth.
Who's Halo, Diamond?
Halo, this big, loud mouth lady, bro. She just has the loudest mouth. And she be on like Leo Spell and Tariq's page screaming.
Is she claiming FBA? Is she claiming American Indian?
She claiming FBA, but she just don't like being called African.
Right, yeah.
But I never heard her say no American Indian nonsense. Some of them know that shit is a lie. And they be on the panels with the people that be lying, and they just be sitting there, don't even say nothing. So I know for a fact they don't believe in it, because if you believe in it as well, you will be yapping your mouth too. They just sit there and let them indoctrinate people, talking about we not the same kind of human. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, they're joining forces with American Indians just to shit on Africans.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Because it's so funny how American Indians, they have the same vocabulary as FBAs. You know, they use the terms tether and delineation and all these things that
if you're American Indian, why the hell are you delineating from Africa if you're American Indian? Like, that doesn't even make sense. I asked them one day and they didn't even answer me. How the hell are you worried about getting reparations from Africa? Why are you asking Africa for reparations if you were already in America?
Right, it's a contradiction.
Ain't got shit to do with you.
Definitely a contradiction.
It's slow.
You ain't gonna get that reparations check if you American Indian, you know. But they want to play both sides, right, Diamond? They're
gonna be picking out.
Yeah. they want to be copper colored. You know, they don't want to. If you call yourself black in America, then what's all the copper colored colorism about? You know,
It's just right. And then they be so colorist. Like when they come on now. And I hate when people try to tell me, oh, can't nobody be colorist towards a light-skinned person. You're literally excluding me from being black because I'm light-skinned. What is that? That's colorism. I don't give a damn how you put it. Like, I hate when people say that. I just let them say what they want, but it literally is the reverse. You telling me I'm not black because I'm light-skinned. That's dumb as hell. Like, come on, man. That don't make any fucking. But you want to sit here and say that black don't have a look. Well, if black don't have a look, how the hell am I not black? It doesn't make y'all are dumb. These people are so stupid.
Yeah,
so stupid.
They dig their own graves, Diamond. You know, just because of their mindset. To tell you the truth.
And oh my God, I was on a panel last night. Well, I wasn't on. I was watching them because I'm starting to see more and more, like not FBA. But like American Indian, you know, historical-esque type people trying to teach history, right? And this motherfucker's up there talking about some Somali going along with them. I think he was just playing though. He say, oh, well, none of my African American friends taught me this. I grew up in America, blah, blah, blah. Nobody said this.
Taught him what, Diamond?
That black people were already here.
Oh. So he was going along with it?
Yes.
My Somalis.
And then he asked, well, what are you guys doing to teach the youth the real history? And the idiot who was the host couldn't even understand the question being asked. He like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, yeah, y'all fucking stupid.
Diamond, you're like, bitch, I'm a teacher. What are you talking about?
I'm like, yeah, you're fucking dumb.
Is this about FBAs?
What's up, Smooth? Smooth, you gotta change that profile picture. You're always throwing me off, bro. Like, you're Somali. You're Somali, right? Wait, who is that?
I am, but that's Caesar Sayoc. That's AKA the MAGA bomber. I don't know if you guys.
Oh no! Here, give me a quick rundown of just.
I heard about it.
I think this was back in 2017 or 2018. The media they were going at Trump way harder than they are now. And Caesar Sayoc was upset. He was triggered. He got up in his feelings. So he decided to mail certain kind of, devices through the mail to reporters like Jake Tapper of CNN. I think Rachel Maddow of MSNBC. I think it was her. But a couple of the high-profile folks, basically. And I think one of the devices actually went off, I think. But it's really wild how everybody like forgot about this guy.
Oh, okay, Smooth. So, but why have him on your profile? You want to remind people?
No. It started off. It was just like an inside joke between me and another guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
I got you, Smooth. Hey, Smooth. What about that homegirl yesterday? Right? She was.
Oh,
not Trouble, but the other one. The other one, I could not stand her voice.
I couldn't stand her voice. Oh my
god! But I already knew. I just didn't want to be. I didn't want to be rude. But Smooth. I mean, did you and Trouble work things out? Like, were you guys on the same page at the end of the day, or?
Off and on, I would say. We were off and on the same page. Basically, look, she believes in the whole, and I don't like blame her completely because she grew up here in the West. I don't know if she grew up in Canada or America, but she grew up basically in the West. Okay. So she doesn't really understand Somali politics, like the politics from within the Somali people. She doesn't really quite get it.
Well, I think you both have different perspectives, you know, and I have a call. I'm gonna have to answer this. Diamond, hold. Diamond, are you moderator? You can be moderator. Go ahead, sister. You're moderator right now. Go ahead. You got mod powers, Diamond. Or Smooth, you can talk or speak about the prompt. Let's
Yeah,
get
I
it started. I
got
just
it.
got up here. All right,
All
thank you,
right.
Diamond. I'll be right back.
Lord, come another clown.
Yeah. So you had an encounter with an FBA. It sounds like.
Oh my God, they don't like me. This ain't my main page, but on my other page, I be like talking about how a lot of their talking points are, YT supremacist esque,
Yep.
and they don't like that, and I don't care. They tried to get me to stop doing it last night, talking about we put you in a court case. Like, they was joking and got me up there on trial talking about I betrayed the bloodline. I really don't give a damn. You guys just sit up here 24 hours a day. I will wake up to give my son a bottle at 5 in the morning, and y'all are on here with the alien next to a Somali person's head. I really don't give a damn. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm very irritated. It's anti-black. I don't care if it's coming from black mouths. It's still anti-black. So I'm not.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I always believed that the whole FBA thing is really controlled by YT supremacists.
It is. It
You know what I
is.
mean?
It's a part of divide and conquer. It's a new facet of
Exactly.
divide and conquer. These YT people, they've had us mapped out for the past 500 years. They know exactly what to do. First thing they did is separate us by skin color. That right there is what ruined a lot of things, because you got people that look like me walking around here talking about I'm not black, I'm mixed, I'm not black, I'm indigenous, or I'm not black, I'm not dark enough, like dumbass shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it
And
pisses me off.
unfortunately, it pisses me off too, because we have idiots like that in the Somali community that run around saying, "Well, I'm not black" or whatever, and I'm like, "All right, then
I
what are
got curly hair. Like, come on, bro.
what are you exactly then?" So, I'll tell you this. My mother always taught me that as a kid, she always told me, "Look, you already got 2 strikes against you. You're black and you're Muslim. Okay, the third one, you're basically done." And she used that as a way for me to like do well in school, get a good job, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But these Somalis that run around saying that, they're just a bunch of clowns. Honestly, I never really gave them any time of day.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I didn't know until recently that some Somali said that. Because I grew up in Michigan. We have like a lot of different people here. And usually the Somalis, they stay around like the Muslim population. So I work in that area. I worked in that area, and all of them know they black.
Yep.
Now, a few of them, I think, this girl, I think she was Habesha or something. I don't know.
Oh, Ethiopian. Okay. Yeah.
And no, she was really light skinned like me. And I don't think she thought she was black, but I know she was black. But people don't understand that the social constructs are different. And I'm almost certain she knows she's black, like a type of black. I add mix or whatever, but it's like she doesn't go by the same terms of America, so she didn't call herself that. And there's honestly no problem with it. I just don't see the problem. Like, if you look at a person, you know they're black regardless. So honestly, it doesn't really matter what they tell you, you know.
Yeah.
So I just,
know.
it's just ridiculous.
Because you're still gonna get the same treatment from
They
the
still
white
get the
people.
same treatment. Like, she have curly, kinky hair just like mine.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you black. You just wearing a hijab. You black.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. But hopefully, with what's been going on, these voices, they've always been a minority within the Somali community. Like, it's not like all of them think that way.
Right.
But what I will say though, like between me and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're both black. Our origins are in Africa, right? But But between me and you, we have cultural differences.
Differences, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in the Somali culture. I practice Islam.
How
You know
you
what I mean?
doing?
You know, you grew up in the African American culture. And
hmm
you're probably a Christian, I think.
Yeah, Baptist, Christian, AME, African
Yeah,
American. Yeah.
yeah.
Guys,
So
I
we
just
do
joined. Can
have.
y'all like fill me in?
All right, 1 second.
Oh, yeah. Just 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and you, like, like we do have those differences, and but like that's basically it, though.
Yeah,
We
the
still,
religion,
yeah,
and that's the one thing, the problem they have. I never put religion first because religion itself is gonna separate you from people just like you. So that's just my thing. I'm always black first, and then
yeah,
whatever else, because
yeah,
that's how the world sees me first. They don't know I'm
yeah,
Christian or Baptist. They don't know what I am, but they know that I'm black. So
yeah. My closest homie is a black dude, and he's been over my house many times. I've been over his house many times. You know what I mean? And stuff. So the Somalis that freaking talk like that are they're a bunch of idiots, honestly.
yeah, I've noticed the pattern.
Yeah, they're our equivalent of the FBAs.
Right, till the colors FBA sees me. I
Yeah.
swear. to
Wait,
God.
what does that mean? What does that mean, though?
All right. Let's go ahead and
Yeah,
introduce you,
let's. Yeah,
Wakanda.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
go ahead. Give us your race, your ethnicity, where you're from.
So I'm black. From St. Louis, Missouri. I'm just black, I guess.
Okay, so you're
African
black.
American.
Yeah, African American. Black as a race, or black as
I'm
black
Black
American?
American.
Okay.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Wakanda.
So are you guys against or for FBAs?
I guess
Oh yeah, we're on the same page then. Why are you guys against?
because they a hate group. This is not a lineage. You see, I would be considered FBA. My family has been here for hundreds of years on my father's side and on my mother's side, right? So these people think that just because they are that they are the best black people, that they are the most influential, that they are better, that their culture stretches around the world, so they're the blueprint for black, and they're the only ones who should be called black and possess the word black because it was created for black Americans, when black was created to describe a race of people and not an ethnic group. That they
Yeah.
seem not to get that in their brain. Black was invented to tell you who we were as the Negro race, as African people of African descent. So these idiots, they think they want to gatekeep on the word black. And you can't. You physically cannot. Because just like you came up here and said that you're a black American, a Jamaican can say they are black American. A European black person who moves to America can say that they are a black American. Black is a race. Like, what the hell? And they keep on, yeah. So they can go bye-bye.
Don't take them too seriously. Majority of those people are like people who work at Wendy's, McDonald's.
It's a loud
part-time.
minority, most definitely. Wendy's, McDonald's. You can, if you notice, they have to have jobs where they can be on their phone all day. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking McDonald's, Burger
Walmart.
King,
That's so true.
not Target, maybe like Dollar General, Family Dollar, some shit like that.
Security guard.
Like,
Security
come
guard,
on.
security, yeah, bro.
No,
A
that's
desk
definitely
job,
true.
maybe,
You're
I don't
definitely
know.
You're
Right,
definitely
security
right.
guard.
Yep.
You're doing shit that you can be on your phone all day.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher. I'm not on my phone all day. Yesterday was probably the only day I got on live and I was actually able to be on my phone all day at work because there were no kids.
Yep.
Like, these people be on their phone all freaking day.
Yeah. I got a job, and I'm really the only time I have to be on lives is on the weekends. That's
Right.
it.
I just listen most of the time. If I do go live at work, the mods run it. So, but these people are just crazy, and they loud. That's the only thing. That's the problem. They're so loud that other people hear it that really don't need to hear it. Because if you talk to somebody who never heard about FBA, they come up on the panel, they gonna get cussed out, called a dirty African booty scratcher, and all of this nonsense. And it doesn't, honestly, it doesn't matter if you have an accent or not, because once you say anything about Pan-Africanism or Black unity, it's a problem. Because they don't want you to have dual alliances. As it says on their website, it says anybody with dual alliances is harmful to the movement for FBA. What do you mean dual alliances? How the hell is being Pan-African a dual alliance? That shit doesn't make any sense. Because I care about other Black people. You fucking dumb. Like that, it's my God. I don't understand. I'm literally African American. So what dual alliances can I have? I've never been out of the country. I don't know anybody nowhere else. So I can't like start a WAR or anything on America with another country. So what do you mean dual alliances? It's just dumb, uneducated people that put a bunch of words on a website and now they think they smart.
They do.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that photo's
absolutely
funny.
right.
Bro.
Yeah.
Well stated, Diamond. Well stated.
And even if they're not controlled by YT supremacists, you remember? I think yesterday, was it on your live vibes where I said they could be federal agents as well?
I believe it because some of them have said that they are the government in a joking manner, and I don't take that as a joke.
Yeah. I don't think as a joke either, because this wouldn't be the first time that the government has done stuff like this, where they throw these like I think the term is agent provocateur, where they throw people into like different movements just to start some shit.
Right, like COINTELPRO kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny
Exactly.
how after all these African Americans start leaving America like in droves, because if you look at the immigration, like, well, not immigration, but like people leaving America, like just getting up and leaving, it has doubled over the past couple years, right? So
Yeah.
what's funny that as soon as Black Americans start doing that and moving to Ghana and places like that, that they start doing this.
Actually, yeah, you're right, because I started seeing a lot of these videos on YouTube of Black people moving to Ghana, Angola, Colombia, Kenya. You know, these parts of the world, and then these guys showed up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think that they are definitely getting recruited. I mean, even if they don't want to come out and admit that they work for ICE, I mean, they're their henchmen. You know, they're talking about deporting and and calling ICE on people and just doing all the fear tactics. And they're not even getting paid for it. They're on TikTok spreading this. So yeah, definitely, it's part of the agenda to harass and to put fear into people about their status here, whether they're welcome here or not, what language to speak. You feel me? Like, you don't sound like a FBA. That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. And so all this just creates hostility. I think more than ever, we're trying to help. We obviously know this is going to snowball into every faction in Africa, right? It starts with the East Africans, and then it'll change. We got Nigeria now on the map, right? But I think Donald Trump and the administration, they're just, they're little children with tantrums. Every time they're cut off from being the middleman in everything, they're losing power. They're losing power because they can't control things like they wish they could control. So now Donald Trump does things, in the sense of creating power moves or dehumanizing people based off his relationship with Israel and that relationship with Somalia. Things are like really showing itself for what it is. But I feel like that's what I was trying to tell you, Smooth. Like, I don't think we should be punching down on. I know we have our own issues, back in the motherland. Like, even me, like Eritrea, I hang out with my Eritrean peeps on TikTok too, and they have issues with Ethiopians, and you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I'm like, we don't need to be doing all this back and forth. And the FBAs love to come on our panels and take notes about how we dig into each other, and they use that against us at the end of the day. That's why I'm trying to be neutral in those. And even though I know what what you guys are saying. Like everybody's so prideful about where they come from, and anytime your image gets destroyed or your image gets as your people, as your tribe, like anytime that you're very vulnerable coming up here and talking about it, you know, and then by showing your pride, you're gonna hurt somebody else's pride, you know, by nature, you know. I mean, think about how FPAs treat other African Americans, you know, that love Africa. You know, they call them tethers and stuff. So I think we're seeing the same thing. I think it's like it's kind of like a mirroring the same projection that we put on, but we need to find some kind of commonality because like all this fighting, you know, is in-house fighting, but we're putting it out for the public to see, and when we do that, we're giving up like our weaknesses. I feel like a lot of this stuff is constructive, a lot of this stuff is building, but a lot of this is tearing each other apart. Well, don't get me wrong, like I'm here to give all the smoke to somebody, but like that's not where my energy should be going, you know. I feel like my energy should be going to building and stuff like that, you know, building within the community.
I get what you're saying. You know, I don't think you're entirely wrong there, but the thing is about the individual from yesterday is when they come on the panel and they want to push either false information or information that, you know, or like at least in my case, that where they are attacking Somaliland. You know what I mean? Because right now I can go on any of the Somali panels and they're basically calling people from Somaliland, oh, you guys are infidels. They're calling us basically every dirty name in the book. They're calling us tiny hats, and like just they're saying a lot of crazy things, basically, you know. And that's just what my issue is. Like, I'm not trying to bring it on here so that YT supremacists or the right wing can, you know, take notes or whatever. But when you have individuals like that from yesterday come on here and do that, I mean, I gotta fight back.
Yeah, I know the tensions are high, especially now with Somali people, right? Somaliland, Somali west side, east side.
Yeah.
And I get you, man. I just feel like I hear you. So again, tensions are high. You know, there's nothing to say that you can't like speak for your own political views. Everything's going to be triggered. Just like here in America, you got the East Siders and the West Siders. You feel me? You got West Coast versus East Coast. You got Bloods versus Crips. You got O Block versus whatever. So again, I think. But for the grand scheme of things, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm happy that you and Trouble kind of met somewhere, you know, because again, this is about xenophobia. This is about nationalism, right? And us being Americans too, you know, we have a say about how politics are narrated or shaped, you know, about our countries back at home, you know, Smith?
Yeah, certainly.
So yeah,
you know, it's just I understand, you know, like anti-Somali hate. I can be just a victim of that as much as Trouble. You know what I mean? Like when the YT supremacists want to come after me, that they're not going to ask me, "Hey, are you from Somalia or are you from Somaliland?" Like they're not going to ask me.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I already know that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I need my soldiers, and I need my soldiers ready. I don't need them fighting amongst each other. Anyways, nah, but yeah. Anyways, there's no FBAs. They don't want the smoke today. We had over 90 people last night, and the night before we had over like 120. So they'll come soon, guys. But other than that, how'd you guys spend your holidays, your Happy New Year?
I just stayed at home, honestly. I didn't really do much.
Yeah, stay home.
Yeah.
No, it don't really be safe outside on New Year's Eve for real. They be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, facts. I'm actually in a hotel right now. My mom went. I just moved out of my place. I'm fighting with the landlord. He tried to jack me, so I'm fighting him in court. But in the meantime, I was at my mom's spot. But I got a hotel just because, like, I can't live with my mom, man. That's why I moved out. I moved out for a reason, you know. But like,
Yeah.
she's helping me out right now before I move to Virginia. But yeah, seriously, Diamond, like there was nothing but cops. We're on like a main street here downtown where I live, and the cops are just up and down the streets. Like you don't even want to go outside right now. During New Year's. So I definitely understand that.
Did you see? Did you see the news today? The Venezuela coup.
Yeah, that's
Trump.
what everybody's talking about. Yeah, I was just on the Eritrean panel. My brother Nakfa was talking about it. We were talking about the vice president, like her response to that, and she's calling it a bluff, you know. But we're kind of saying that they might be in cahoots with it all as well, or it's just the world is a stage, so we're just like kind of just monitoring it. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
And
So
go
I
ahead.
have a little something. This is kind of like
I do want to say this, Smooth. Hold on, I do want to say this, Diamond. I saw you cutting into that frozen chicken, though. You look sexy as hell with doing that. Not gonna lie. Go ahead, Smooth.
Oh, okay. So right now, right, America, the economy is basically heading down the shitter. China has basically locked down the world's economy. Culturally, America has no appeal. And what do we have left? Like we only have the military left. You know what I mean? And you're gonna start to see as time goes on, they're gonna start to use military force in order to exert themselves in various parts of the world. You know what I mean? And we're heading into a scary 2026, man, because they took out Venezuela. I'm thinking they're going to go to war with Iran next. I think that's definitely going to happen now. So, yeah, make America great again, right?
Hoorah! Hoorah!
Hoorah. Dude, I remember the days when they said, basically, if you don't support the troops, you hate America. Like, I'm expecting that to come back.
If you take a knee, you disrespect Colin Kaepernick. I mean, at this point, anything you do is offensive to them if you don't have unwavering support for all this madness, So
yeah, bro, I'm telling you, they're gonna start to use the military more and more and more. You're gonna start to see more countries get attacked, in the name of the empire.
Yeah, and so that's what we were talking about. That again, they are doing this because they are losing power. They're not the middlemen anymore. Nigeria with the whole oil reserves that they have and cutting off the United States because they had an exchange through crude oil, I believe, that they were doing, but they cut that off from them, and now they're focusing on themselves now, and they're only like. That's what's beautiful about the continent. Like examples like Eritrea too, where they cut off all foreign aid and try to rebuild themselves up, and that's what pisses them off, like especially when they're dealing with their own currency and not backed by this fiat currency.
Yeah.
And that's what's so intimidating to them, and they burst out like tantrums like children because they know they're losing part of that trade. They want to be in that's why they have all the military bases everywhere, because they want to like flex their influence by domination. So a lot of the things that Donald Trump is doing, I believe he's doing this so he can run a third term. So like we're at a crisis, and who else, like who brought us into the war, right? Who has to finish it off, right? So
wait, Vibes, I want to ask you, do you think it's okay for like anyone, for like white people or like Hispanics or Arabs to use the N-word?
Hispanics are Arabs to use the N-word. Okay,
We're white
so
tea people.
so East Africans are considered Arabs. Hispanics.
East Africans are not Arab, bro.
Well, I know they're not. I know that, sisters. I know they're not. But according to West Africans, according to Black Americans that go with this trope, or FBA specifically, East Africans are Arabs. They're Caucasians, and they're not indigenous to Africa. Okay.
I mean, in my opinion, I think if you're Black, you can say it, but I also think as well, I think anyone can say it if it's not in a derogatory manner, if they're not saying the ER. If you're saying it amongst yourselves and your folks and you're not saying it around Black people, that's fine.
Right.
But it crosses the line if you're just saying it to provoke Black people around you. But if you're just going to say it amongst your people and use the soft day and not a bad way, then I don't care.
A soft day and not a bad way. That rhymed. The hardy R obviously is a red flag, but regardless, I got this prompt up. I forgot about that. Okay. So again, I don't think anybody should be using it, but I'd be dropping it like hot cakes sometimes because
Wait, what even are you? I don't even know what you are.
what even are you?
I don't mean it that way. I don't know what you are.
That hurt my feelings.
I know you're half Mexican and what else? I don't know.
East African, Eritrean.
So you're Eritrean and Mexican. Okay.
You got it. So again, so when you talk about Hispanics or Latinos, you have to be very careful with this because those are terms used to generalize a whole population, right? So Latino means the Latin, right? Latin root, the Romance languages, but also it means like a landmass, like Latin America, right? So everybody in Latin America that speaks Spanish is a Latino, right? So
one of my great grandparents was actually Cuban, but I know I don't really put my face on the internet, but I do be getting Latina allegations. But I do have a Cuban great grandparent, but otherwise I'm Creole.
Let me finish this thought out, sister. So when we do that though, that's not helping the indigenous folks that have nothing to do with these terms that are given to them, right? So same with Hispanic, right? Hispanic just means that you speak Spanish, So you can be a Black person in Mexico speaking Spanish, right? And they're gonna classify you as Latino. I mean, sorry, Hispanic. Or Latin. Yeah, exactly. But that's the colonized kind of mindset where it'd be a disservice to call those people Hispanic or Latinos. That this is the way that they what do they say, that Black people are not all what's the word? I can't, I'm blanking on the term, but they're not all the same, right? So not
a monolith.
Yeah, not a monolith, exactly. So we have to give credit where credit is due, which means that if they're proud Afro-Indigenous or proud Afro-Mexicans, right? Because a lot of people want to say Hispanic Latinos. They think Mexicans are like, no, that's not where we are. Stop grouping us up. Just like Black Americans, they're like, stop grouping us up with Africans. We're not Africans.
Literally Mexican.
That's kind of with me. I don't like being called. Well, my mom's African American, but I don't like when people call Creoles a subgroup of Black Americans.
Yeah,
a subgroup of Black Americans. Well, I mean,
when there are literally, Creole is an ethnicity, not a race. There are white Creoles. There are Native American Creoles.
Yeah, Creoles are something else, man. I swear. But I hear what you're saying. All I'm trying to say is that we have to be careful with the terminology we use. Even if, I mean, look how sticky it is just to call yourself an African American these days, and how it gets misinterpreted and stuff like that. So that's all I'm saying with the whole. So when you're asking me about question number 4 about if they can or not. It depends who they present, what they present as, right? Or like that. When you say Hispanic, I'm just thinking of a white Latino or a white Mexican, or it's not. It doesn't give you the whole general perspective of the spectrum of what that could entail, right?
Well, non-Black, Hispanic, and Latinos specifically.
So Sister Diamond just talked about how. They might look at Sister Diamond and be like, oh, you a light skin. You can't say that word because you're half white tea, thinking that she's biracial, right? not knowing that monoracial black people have light skin in their family.
I'm
You
also
know?
a light skinned baddie. Hey, queen.
And it has nothing to do with what their perceived notions about their skin tone is. They automatically want to say that she's half white just based off her skin tone. You know?
Immediately. That's the first allegation I get.
Mm-hmm.
Biracial allegation.
And biracial identity issues, right? So they always want to. So I feel like I'm an expert
That
at that.
actually caused me problems as a child. I used to want to be darker.
Diamond,
seriously.
Diamond, I had an account, which is now this account. This is my backup account, but it's white biracial tears. Okay. And I literally.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, what? I don't know what happened.
You just stopped talking. I'm like, oh, I thought it was glitching. What's
I
up?
thought it was me. I thought it was just my end. But yeah, but a lot of white biracials can be anti-black though.
They
No
are.
shade.
They are anti-black. That's what pisses me off because sometimes I know I'll probably be coming out to some people as passive.
I saw a biracial post an edit. It was like a black pill edit and was like POV white DNA saved you.
They think that the only reason light-skinned people exist is because of Europeans.
This biracial reposted an edit saying white DNA saved mulattoes, and that's the only reason why they look good.
No, white people are the. Let me not get the flag, but them got to be some of the worst looking people I've ever seen in my life. Like, let's be serious.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of you guys, the FBA Sulan, I can't get down with it. I just don't like trying to group. Guys, the FBA Sulan, I can't get down with it. I just don't like trying to group like. We're actually black and don't fit the narrative.
Whoa. What is that supposed to
It's
mean?
disingenuous. Because black people in America are not the only black people. We're not. We don't own the word black. So you can't come up here and disassociate other people from our race. That's dumb. You're not the only black people. That should be pissing me off all day, every day. Black Americans don't own the ego. They run away. That's exactly what they do.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I got a call again. My bad.
We had off the panel in 5 seconds.
All right.
We did have an FBA on the panel.
Here it come. He back.
All right, you coming back? All right. I'm gonna. Some food's gonna come right now. I have to pick it up. I'll be right back. Diamond, handle it. Thank you, guys.
Girl, like, I don't know. I just think like the trying to make Creoles a subgroup of Black Americans is ridiculous, and then say that we're anti-Black, and like, it's not separating yourself from Blackness though.
It's not. They don't understand the difference between ethnicity, culture, and race, and nationality. They get it all mixed up because Black American is not your culture. That's dumb as hell. That's Black American is not your culture. African American can be considered your culture and also your ethnicity because it alludes to the amalgamation of different ethnic groups that we have combined in our DNA. And that's what they don't get. And that's what they don't like is when you start talking about DNA and haplogroups. Oh, that's the white team.
That gets crazy. The haplo and we're being like, oh my god, I
have an African haplogroup. I have Nelson Mandela's haplogroup. So people come up here telling me I'm not black.
I don't even know my haplogroup, so
you have to, the 23andMe ancestry and stuff.
Yeah, I did an ancestry test.
Oh yeah, ancestry don't tell you the haplogroup.
Yeah, I only came out like my own results only said 62% Black, which I guess makes sense because I'm a light skinned Creole, but I wasn't expecting it to be that low.
Oh yeah, my great grandmother, I was looking because she did a DNA test, and I was looking at her percentage, and that shit was high. The European was way higher, and that's my grandmother on my father's side. Her European ancestry was like almost 35%. I'm like, good God. What? Like, come on, man. And then I look, I'm like, oh, And see, because on my dad's side, I'm almost 100% sure that they are just mulattoes, generationally, because they would have babies with other light skinned children. If you start going back looking at my grandparents, they all light skinned folks. So that's where that come from, honestly.
Hold on, I'm gonna finish the 7%. Yeah, I don't really take the percentages seriously because it's mostly about culture, to be honest.
Right. I don't know no white folks. Whatever great granddaddy I got, that's YT. He can keep his British culture over there.
Yeah, it said 62% Black, 28% British Isle, 7% French, 2% Dutch, and 1% North African.
Yeah, them white people ran the field there. But even with the European DNA, them motherfuckers, they was mixed up too. They were Irish messing with British people, messing with Nordic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got Irish, Scottish,
I
English.
got every single colonizer on there. I had the Portuguese, the French, Nordics, the Jews, the everybody. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and when the DNA test updated, they said they updated to make it more accurate. I had like less French and I had like more, and I had like 4% Spanish, and all the Spanish disappeared. But it didn't make sense because I have so much Spanish in my lineage.
Alright, you would think that it would be higher. Yeah.
I have so much Spanish, and I don't know where the F North African came from, to be honest.
When I was first doing it, it popped up. I had some East Asian or something. I'm like, huh? I don't know where that come from. But then I look again and then it was gone. So I'm like, I don't know what y'all I don't know what y'all talking about. But the Nigerian and the Ghanaian have stayed the same.
And my Nigerian was strong.
Yeah, I gotta pay for the premium so I can see what tribe. I'm trying to surprise myself.
It said I was there were a lot of tribes, but it said I was mainly Yoruba and Fulani.
Oh wow. Yeah, it said it showed me where I'm closely related to some tribe in Angola. But yeah, I gotta start doing some, research and stuff on some of these places because I want to take a trip. I honestly want to go to Ghana this summer. I don't think that'll be hard for me.
Dr. Umar was there.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be hard for me to do because it's relatively inexpensive to travel, and then now that I'm getting to know a lot of people, they can actually tell me, like where to go and all this stuff like that. So I think I might invest in that. I think that's gonna be a personal trip though.
Only time I've been out of the country was the Dominican Republic, but I've also been to like Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, but those are technically U.S. territories.
U.S. territory. I've never left this godforsaken place.
No, I've been to the
I've been
Dominican
in the water,
Republic.
but I never left.
Yeah, I was in Santo Domingo.
Man, I gotta tell you, and it's crazy. I'm literally right across from Canada, and I've still not been. Like, I literally live in Detroit. I look at Canada every day. I'm gonna go over there one day.
Are you near Dearborn?
No, I'm downtown.
Dearborn has so many Muslims.
Oh yeah, that's their city. That's their city. That's their stuff. They moved here in the early '80s. I think the '80s or '70s, something like that. And that used to be the Italians' town, like how New York is. They came and they took that shit.
Oh, the Arabs.
They came and they started building mosques and sanctuaries and stuff. They took that shit. That's theirs. Dearborn Heights, Inkster,
No,
areas.
it's all Arab.
Yeah, and the Somalis. That's where they stay. The Somalis and the anybody Arabized, but that's where they stay. That's because of the Arab people, the Muslim, all of the Muslims, so all the Indian
South
people,
Asians.
Yeah. They just honestly, it just goes under the umbrella for the religion because it's a million mosques. If you go into Dearborn, you'll think that you're in a Middle Eastern country because that's what you're gonna hear is the mosque, the clock going off, time to pray, the prayer.
You said you think you'd be in the Middle East at Dearborn.
I'm trying to tell you, man, that shit go off at 3:00 in the morning every single night. If you live near Dearborn, you're gonna hear it, and you
the Adhan.
Man, I'm putting my pillow over my head, man.
I might want to move to Dearborn though.
That'll probably be the best place, honestly.
I might want to move to Dearborn to be
It's
honest.
it's really nice. And a lot of African people are moving in too because they're Muslim. It's more comfortable to be around people that are the same culture like that. That have that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know Dearborn. They can be a little bit racist. Well,
Yeah,
more. They can be a little racist. They can definitely.
it definitely depends on who you talking to. Cause I noticed with the African Arabs, they're a little less on that side. But the ones that are like from Iraq and Iran, them the ones you got to be careful with because they act weird. Like they like to talk about you and under their breath and call you Bakti and stuff like that. Like no, no, no. It, it don't think I don't know what you're talking about. That's one thing too. Like I've
Yeah,
been around
and I
for
feel
long enough
like
to understand.
I mean, like I said, the Arabs. I'm around near Delaware. I'm on the PA Delaware border. There are a lot of Arabs in Delaware, which a lot of people don't realize. No, Delaware has like an insane amount of Arabs.
I definitely gotta go to a couple of spots in the U.S., y'all. I've been just about everywhere though. I don't wanna go to Delaware.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond, I got booted last night for misinformation on my main account. So this is my second account. The algorithm, is not algorithming. So do you mind if I restart this, Diamond?
You good.
Yeah. And then I'm eating right now. I just got some food. I got some Eritrean food. Have you ever tried Ethiopian food or Eritrean food? Diamond?
Oh wait, what did you say?
Have you ever tried Ethiopian food or Eritrean food?
No.
Girl, or Donovan.
I need
Where
to.
you from? Were you from Detroit, you said?
Yeah, we got Jamaican and Nigerian food up
I'm
here.
gonna find a place where you're at, okay? So you can go, and it's all me, all right? I'll shoot you some money so you can go eat there. Let me check out what's in Detroit. I know our people have to be out there, but you have to go. So I just got hand delivered by this lady that owns an Eritrean restaurant down here. Well, it's not a restaurant per se. It's like a gazebo or like I forget what they call it, but it's right downtown. But she does like farmer market. She has her own stand at the farmers market as well, and she's such a nice lady. She always hooks it up. She never charges me anything just because I'm a Eritrean. It's the African VIP pass. But anyways, you got to try this food. So I'm Mexican, right? We have the tortilla in Mexico, and in Eritrea we have injera, which is like it's a grain called teff, but it's kind of spongy like a pancake, you know. But it soaks up all the meat that is laid on it, and then people eat with their hands, right? In Africa, like, not just my people. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, we use it like a tortilla. Like Mexicans eat with a tortilla, like always, you know. So this is like the other aspect of it. But I'm gonna go look that shit up so I can treat you to dinner or lunch or whatever you want when you're out there. Okay, let me go. Let me just look. Let me look up Detroit and see if there's any Habesha or East African spaces. Let me restart this up. All right, Diamond. I'll invite you back up. Okay.
All right.
All right. So